How's it going, everyone? My name's Eric.
My name is Alex.
And welcome to the 8th Immature Hour podcast. Every time, I don't know what it is, every fucking time I want to say annual.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just stop saying what number it is. I'm just like, hey, it's the Immature Hour podcast.
And we are coming to you live on New Year's Day. Yeah, so it's fucking New Year's right now.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year's. I mean, this is coming out on January 2nd, so this is going to be old news, technically.
Do excuse my voice is all gross and crackly. I'm getting over a cold and throat's shot at the moment, so.
Your mom's gross and crackly.
Yeah. Fuck off. It's too early for this shit.
Yeah. So
this is gonna be a weird podcast today because we don't actually have anything lined up to actually discuss per se, like as far as gaming news or anything goes. I think we're just gonna talk about like what games we've been playing. We had like Steam sales going on, and I think also just talk about like the future of the channel, what we want to do for you guys and everything.
Yeah.
You know, a little handy every now and then.
Hell yeah. I mean, we figured that we can kind of put into motion our New Year's resolution for the channel and kind of just talk to you guys about what you can expect from us. Mm-hmm. Also, I mean, with the Steam sale going on, and the Steam sale goes on, I think, until Tuesday, you can still pick up some awesome games. So, if anything, we can talk to you about the games we picked up, and we'll tell you if we recommend them or not. Mm-hmm. Think of it as like a sultry vocal-only version of the What's in Your Disc Tray video.
It's the What's in Your Disc Tray podcast now.
Dude, that'd be a kind of cool, like, do a What's in Your Disc Tray podcast version. That might be a good idea. We'll play with that idea later. But yeah,
we'll fondle it a little bit.
Yeah, we'll fondle it. We'll tickle the scrot a little.
Give it a little diddle.
Diddly do. If you can't love me in my diddliest. Jesus, that was like the most like pathetic laugh I've ever heard.
I was pity laughing for you.
Wow, Eric, you're being a little petty wop over there.
Yeah. This is stupid. All right, let's move on before I fucking die over here.
So Eric, let's go and start off with you. What games have you picked up on? Oh, I guess we should start off that because it's just Eric and I today. We kind of got ditched by everybody last minute, but it's
not their fault.
It's not their fault.
Shit happened.
Yeah, it's not their fault. It was actually partially my fault because I'm having some issues with one of my cats, and so I had to push our recording back, and that caused John and Kelly to not be able to participate anymore. But because it's just us two and we don't have too much of a topic, we'll probably keep it a little bit shorter than usual instead of the normal hour-ish format that we have.
It's been kind of all over the place. It ranges from like 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
So it would be good.
Yeah.
You guys would be happy. Get your daily dose of Immature Hour. So
for drizzle.
So anyways, so this year was really cool because I just got a PC this year. Our good pal Gary gifted me one. He was very generous to give me his old, he had a Steam machine with Windows 10 on it and just gave it to me. And thank you again, by the way, Gary, if you're listening. But it's been really cool because I never got a chance to really utilize Steam sales. And good God, they're amazing. Can I just say? Steam sales are fantastic. Just the amount of games you have the opportunity to purchase at such a low price is, good Lord, it was mind blowing. So I didn't go crazy. I was on a tight budget, but I ended up buying a good handful of games. The main two that I bought was the Portal series, and I recently just bought Shadow Warrior 2. Portal, I tried to play for a long time. I had the orange box, and I tried to start playing it. I played like 30 minutes of Portal, and just I don't know what happened. Like I got stuck or whatever. I don't know. I couldn't get past it. But this past week, I was really sick. I saw the whole freaking Portal series was like $4.50 on Steam, dirt cheap. So I was like, fuck it, why not? So I downloaded it, and out of nowhere, I started a Portal and beat it in one play session. I don't know what happened. I just breezed through it.
Portal 1's not that long of a game. It's actually relatively easy to do.
Yeah, you beat it in about I beat it in 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
roughly.
Yeah, I think like people who have played the game before, you can beat it in probably 45 minutes to an hour. And
Yeah,
first
if you
timers
know exactly how to do everything.
Yeah, first timers it's anywhere between 2 to 4 hours, I think.
But yeah, I was very impressed. Portal is definitely one of those games. If you haven't played Portal yet in some way, even if it was just for a couple minutes, you're living under a rock. It's such a. I think I was trying to do a live stream a couple days ago. I'd say Portal is probably one of the most original game designs in the past 10 years.
It's really interesting. And you can't be angry at me for going off on tangents.
You play engine.
Yeah, my name's Eric, and I like sucking big peens. Yeah, so asshole. Portal originally started off as as a game test idea. Basically, it was these. I don't think Valve was the original developers for Portal. I think it was two guys, and they actually got hired by Valve, and they changed the name to Portal.
Oh.
But it was basically these two guys that were making this game, and the idea just kind of blew up, and they were picked up by Gabe Newell over at Valve and fucking made it Portal.
Yeah, which when you look at it, that was just be like a side thing. I don't think they realized how big of a following it was gonna get. Like I said, it came out on the Orange Box, which I'm gonna go on a tangent for a second. The Orange Box is the best gaming deal that has ever existed ever.
What's even cooler is something that, since you have a PC for the first time now, they actually have the Valve Complete Pack, which usually goes on sale every once in a while, and it's everything Valve has ever put out.
Oh, that's cool. But for those who don't know, the Orange Box came out for the 360 and PS3. It's harder to find on the PS3, but even the 360 version is still a little pricey nowadays just because of the value you get out of it. So you got Half-Life 2, fucking amazing game. You got Half-Life 2 Episode 1, you Half-Life 2 Episode 2, which had one of the biggest cliffhangers, I guess, in gaming.
You also get Team Fortress 2, you get Portal.
And that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
But still, all that's great. But Portal was their little side game that was just, they decided to bundle with it. And I don't think, like I said, I don't think they realized how influential that game was going to be. And just the huge wave of people who fucking loved Portal that, I guess they saw let's make a second one. And after beating the first Portal, I immediately went into the second one, and it's so cool, the beginning levels of Portal 2, because it's exactly the same as the first game.
Mm-hmm.
The layout, it's just run down and destroyed and everything, following the events of the first one. Trying not to spoil too much, but it's it's a years old game.
Yeah, you're right.
Very far into it. So they introduced gels in this one.
The gels are so fun.
Yeah, they totally changed the game up in a very unique way. So there's a blue gel that can be thrown on the ground or on walls and stuff that let you bounce around. There's an orange gel that lets you move very, very fast. And then I'm at the part where they start introducing the gray gel.
Yeah, which
is the one that lets you. There's walls that are typically not. You typically can't use the portal gun on these walls. The gel, if you apply it to a wall that isn't able to be portaled, it'll become portable. So I'm at that part where basically anything can be used as a portal, as a portal wall, and it gets so fucking I think one of the coolest things about Portal is the fact that you have to. In order to do well in Portal, you have to understand the game's mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand what works with what, the physics of it, everything.
Mm-hmm.
The game doesn't hold your hand at all.
No, which is one of the reasons I love it. But it's also it's not unforgiving.
No, it's not unforgiving.
It's very doable even for people who aren't typically good at puzzle games. It might take you longer than the typical person, but like, cause me, like I'm very good at puzzle games and I love puzzle games. And even that being said, Portal 2 did take me a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But Portal 2, to me, is like they knew exactly what worked well. It's a great example of they knew exactly what worked well for the original game.
Yeah.
And they just built on it and made it better. It's
Yeah.
one of the few games I feel like the sequel was better than the original.
Yeah, I think as far as sequels go in general, I think that's just a good foundation. Take what's good about the first original game that you have, and then build upon that. And I typically don't have issues with sequels. I've very rarely ever played a sequel to a game, and I was like, this is worse than the first one. Now the thirds in a series, yes.
The only exemption from that one is Witcher 3 is by far the best Witcher
Oh
game.
yeah, Witcher's the best fucking. Oh my god, Witcher 3 is amazing.
So,
I
but
don't know
sorry.
how they pulled that off,
Dude,
You're right
'cause-
though.
you're
That's
right.
a good point. Like Witcher 3 is probably the best third in a series ever. Anyone who thinks otherwise can fucking fight me in the comments. But
You can suck a peen.
yeah, gently, of course. But yeah, so yeah, Portal, fantastic. You can get both for $4.50 until tomorrow. I think January's, or for you guys today. Get it today. It's the last day. $4.50. Other games. Our good friend John gifted me Serious Sam 1 and 2,
Okay.
which is fucking awesome.
Yeah. It reminds me of like a Duke Nukem style kind of shooter.
Yeah, Duke Nukem, Doom style. He's very like, it's got like that Quake style feel where everything's very fast paced.
It's very gory, very like cartoony.
Tons and tons of guns.
In a way, I guess it could be like a like an older day Borderlands, I guess.
Yeah, in a way. Less RPG elements, but
Yeah, I
definitely like the very much like there's all these guns to play with and everything's really like fast paced and stuff. So yeah, I can see what you mean by that.
Yeah, I never played any of the Serious Sam games. I'm not a super big first person shooter fan. I've played my decent fair share of them. But it's like on very specific instances. Like whenever Modern Warfare 1 came out, I played a lot of Modern Warfare 1 on PC.
Everyone did.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
I played a lot of Borderlands and Borderlands 2. Jody and I played the shit out of Borderlands. And then Borderlands 2, Dylan and I played it a ton.
I feel like, as a side note, I feel like Halo and Modern Warfare 1 basically set the bar for what first-person shooters should
Oh,
be.
absolutely. I would say, like, not even necessarily the first Halo. I would definitely say the second Halo.
Second Halo, yeah, that's fair.
Because I liked the first Halo, but I played I played local multiplayer on the first Halo almost exclusively.
Yeah.
I didn't actually play any story modes of Halo until Halo 3.
Okay. Yeah, Halo 3 was the one that I got into first.
Halo 3, I think, is probably, personally, the best that Halo has been. I loved Halo 3.
Campaign was fun.
Oh, it was, and also just like the multiplayer, like they added the Forge mode to it, which added a great depth to it, and it was just a ton of fun.
Halo 3 was the only game that I played so much that I was actually like leader of a clan in. Like
Jesus.
I usually don't do that shit, but like yeah, I had a fucking clan for Halo.
Yeah,
I played so many hours of that.
The Halo 3 was one of the few games I actually did online competitive play. Like I
Yeah.
don't do competitive gaming, and Jody and I, we used to do doubles. We do
Oh, yeah, doubles are
we do
cool.
2-on-2s, and we did really well until we got into like it was like the second or third tier brackets, and that was like because we were at the bottom of the bracket, and it bracketed us with like some very high tier players. They fucking decimated us.
I had a soft spot for SWAT. SWAT was my shit.
Oh no, we strictly did doubles.
Okay.
I mean, Jody, you would do. Jody walked in, by the way. Jody, you would do some Slayer and Lone Wolf stuff, right?
Oh yeah, I remember Lone Wolf.
Shit with swords.
Swords is fucking cool.
Yeah,
It took like I used to playing with swords in Halo 3 was so interesting. It was definitely like a art form trying to fight like another dude with a sword, man.
Yeah, I was a sniper guy. I've
Okay.
always been a sniper rifle kind of guy. Like anytime we ever play a game like fucking Borderlands, whenever Jody and I play Division, I'm strictly medium to long range. That's my thing. I always stick with assault rifles and sniper rifles.
In RPGs, I do that, but like with Halo or like any kind of shooter, like traditional first-person shooter, I always did like battle rifles or like assault rifles
Yeah.
and shotguns.
the noob tubes.
Noob tubes, man.
Okay, so Anyway,
We get a little
so
sidetracked,
you
but
got Serious Sam.
Serious Sam, and then there's a couple other games I downloaded, like some of them were like free to play or whatever. This isn't a Steam game, but I purchased Black Desert Online. It was literally $4.50 as opposed to $20. It was on sale. And if you've never heard of Black Desert Online, it has probably one of the most in-depth character customization systems ever. It's a very beautiful MMO. It's gorgeous. Like considering like a lot of MMOs, as far as like visuals go, they don't look very nice. Like I mean, they get the job done, but nothing like you're never like, whoa, those are some nice graphics. Like,
Yeah.
if you fucking looked at WoW, like that game looks terrible by today's standards. But
Yeah.
Black Desert looks, it's like next gen graphics. Like it's crazy, and the combat's action based combat, which I do like very much. I'm not a huge fan of MMOs where like you're just tapping the one button, like the one key constantly or whatever. I've never been a huge fan of that. So, yeah, so I'm playing that, and then lastly, just 2 days ago, I bought what is it? The fucking Shadow Warriors 2. Shadow Warriors 2 is $30 right now on Steam, and if you've played the first one, you kind of know what you're in for. It's very much like what's the best way to put it, man? It's like it's another like Doom type game. There's a lot of weapons to switch from, but you get like a fucking katana. The writing in it's hilarious.
Yeah, I feel like it's more of like a ninja version.
It's like a
of
ninja version of Doom with a lot
Yeah.
of like comedy in it and shit. Like there's literally demonic bunnies like fucking each other and stuff. It's
Nice.
yeah,
Very classy.
You know, yeah. One for the kids for sure.
Like this podcast.
Yeah. And I haven't played that one a whole lot. I played like 10 minutes of it. I plan on playing more today. Cause I just bought it and had shit to do, but I was immediately sold within like the first 10 minutes. It looks fantastic. And I thoroughly enjoyed the first game. It was very well done.
Yeah.
So what about you, Alex? What did you play?
So I've picked up actually quite a few games. I picked up two $50 Steam gift cards, so $100 of Steam credit.
Holy shit.
And so I've picked up quite a few games. I picked up the expansion of Ark. It's the Ark Scorched Earth, which has gotten a lot of mixed feelings and reviews from people. I, for one, am one of the people that, even as an early access game, I feel like Ark is a very well done game. Obviously, it has its faults and it has things it needs to improve on. But I've put 105 hours into the game. I've played a lot of that game.
It's worth it.
And I paid like $15 for the game too. So whenever they released the expansion, Scorched Earth, it was a paid expansion for an early access game. So obviously that's a little bit of a touchy subject for those kind of things. But I couldn't personally justify paying another $20 for it just because I too kind of had mixed feelings about it. Like, I think that they have the right to do that, but that's a totally different topic. It was on sale for $13, and I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to get it. I picked it up. I haven't played it yet, but I picked it up. I also picked up a game called Astroneer, which is one that I've actually been playing
that
the
one
most.
looked cool.
I've played a little over 8 hours. The one thing that sucks about it is that too is an early access game, and so I think I've kind of gotten to a point where there's nothing new left for me to discover in the game. Like, there's plenty more for me to do. Like, I can still expand my bases and explore more planets. But I talked about it on What's Your Diss Tray last week, on like the 28th or 29th of December, I think was the day. And it's a really, really cool game because to me it's more of like a cartoonier version of No Man's Sky. But I feel like it did No Man's Sky properly this time. Because it knew exactly what it wanted to do and it worked on that. It didn't try to like fucking like bring in all these vast amounts of features and then fall short. Like, it was like, this is going to be an exploring game on planets. And so it's really cool because you have this like little like fucking astronaut guy that you launch to a planet and you have like a little like pod and there's no heads up display on the game. It's all on your backpack, very similar to like Dead Space.
Oh, that's cool.
And whenever you open up your inventory, it just pulls up like an expandable version of your backpack in front of you. And all the inventory is very, very easy to manage. It's like basically you have like this giant vacuum gun, and you run around the environment, and when you walk up to this like it looks like minerals, it'll tell you what it is. When you walk over it, it'll be
Okay.
like, this is resin. And so you take your little vacuum pack and you fucking suck up the resin, and it collects on the back of your vacuum. And whenever it makes a full pellet, it just moves into your into your inventory. And so you now have a movable, tangible pellet of resource that you've collected.
Okay.
And so it's really cool because like the storage systems are very nifty. It's very intuitive because it just snaps. Like if you're at your base and you have some extra storage space, you can pull it out of your backpack and just snap it to any of the storage spaces.
Do you have a lot of storage space, like starting out?
You have 10 slots.
Okay.
Which initially that's actually plenty enough because
Okay, so it wasn't hard to manage because like that was one thing with No Man's Sky was like I was constantly like I don't have space. Like,
later on it gets harder to manage. You have to be more careful with your management, but they also bring in ways to manage your space better, and that like you have expandable storage at your base. Like you can actually build like these storage platforms that each one holds 8 storage items.
Yeah.
And basically the whole point of the game is you collect basic compounds, like which is compound and resin, and you upgrade your base and you create different base components. You create a printer which prints like large versions of things you can craft on your backpacks. Like you can create a large solar panel which powers your base, or you can create a vehicle bay that also allows you to craft vehicles. And the vehicles, you can actually create large storage bays on the vehicles too, to where whenever you're driving around, you have mobile storage with you.
Okay, yeah.
So they did it in a way where it was smart in that you have expandable storage. So it's just initially you don't have a lot, but you don't need a lot because you're only mining 2 main resources initially, which is compounded resin.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal. And another cool thing about the game is that the game, because you're on a planet, the game requires you to manage your oxygen. Whenever you're close to a vehicle or you're close to your base, you automatically tether to it and you collect oxygen from it constantly, so you don't have to worry about it. Whenever you leave your base, you have an oxygen reserve, and so you have to be careful of it. And so what's cool is as you're walking around, you'll see like these oxygen mines or oxygen resources around on the planet, and you can suck them up in your vacuum, and you create little like oxygen pellets.
Oh, okay.
And so you'll have a reserve of extra oxygen. Also, alternatively, if you want to go and explore a cave or something, you can create tethers, and you can actually make a long oxygen tether line from your base out to wherever, and all you have to do is just connect to the tether line, and it gives you oxygen from your base.
Okay, cool.
And then with your vacuum pack, it has energy, and kind of the same thing with energy. Like if you have an energy source at your base, like a large battery cell storage or a generator or a solar panel, whenever you use your backpack, you use up energy. But if you tether back to the base through like a tether or something, you can actually collect energy through the oxygen tether line as well.
Okay, cool.
So they have a lot of really cool functions like that, and it's multiplayer.
Oh, neat. Okay.
So I've been playing it a lot. It's $20. It's actually not on sale, but I've been really enjoying it. It's for what it is. It's really cool.
I know it's like one of the like top trending games on Steam at the moment. Like everyone's playing it.
I'm really enjoying it. Like I watched Jacksepticeye do a let's play of it, and just like the charm of it really turned me onto it because I love games like that.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'm gonna pick it up, and I ended up starting playing it, and I had a lot of fun.
Sweet.
So another game I picked up, which I actually haven't played yet, is called Factorio.
Factorio?
Factorio. Yes, it's basically
cereal.
Yeah, Factorio is a game that's like I love resource management games. I think it's like I have this like need in my life to micromanage shit.
You have fucking IKEA furniture designer on
dude,
your
that creates some awesome let's plays for us on Achievement Days though. But I have Factorio basically to start off. Think of it as kind of like an Age of Empire style game, where it's top down, like slightly pixelated style game, and you have a character. And the idea is that it's all about creating automation and creating large factories. That's what's called Factorio.
Okay.
So you have to go and find a deposit of something, and you create some drills that mine the material. Then you use that material to create like conveyor belts and stuff. And it's all about like making a large self-automated factory and base. And one of the cool things is that it's on a foreign planet, and so as you do it, you actually create a bigger factory, you have a larger pollution footprint, and eventually, once the pollution footprint starts expanding from your area out, you actually start attracting a bunch of aliens, and so there's actually a combat component to the game as well. You have to build walls and defense around your factory to protect it from the aliens and try not to die, and so it's all about just self-automating everything. Like you create drills that drill materials onto conveyor belts, and then hands that grab the materials and refine it into other things. And it's all about just like basically creating a giant living organism as a factory.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, that's definitely not my cup of tea.
I haven't played
I'm
it
also
yet.
I've also never been a fan of like a Fran.
Fran.
A Fran.
You got a Fran in me?
Yeah, a Fran in you. I've never been a fan of like simulation games where you're like building stuff and like creating cities and everything like that, like Sim City or whatever, stuff like that. Like, the stuff never appealed to me.
I've always loved that kind of stuff. I think it's just because it's like it's a sinkhole for time. Like,
Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time killer for
yeah,
sure.
and that's the kind of stuff I like.
I think that's why people like Sims so much.
Yeah, I do. I love Sims. I pick up every Sims when it comes out.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so I haven't played it yet, but I've been keeping my eye on it for quite a while, and I finally, because I had like all that Steam credit, I was like, you know, I'm gonna finally pick it up. So I picked it
Fuck
up.
it.
Exactly. I was just like, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna pick it up. So another one that I picked up is I picked up Jotun, which is like it's very similar to Titan
I
Souls.
was gonna get that. I looked at it. I was like, another day.
I picked it up, so you don't have to worry about it. It was $5. It's been in my Steam wish list for like probably like
It
2
looks
months now.
fucking beautiful.
Yeah,
the art style is very cool.
And everybody compares it to like a Norse version of Titan Souls, which really interests me because I love Titan Souls. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
So I haven't played that one yet either. Also,
I had people comparing it to Shadow of the Colossus, which is one of my favorite games of all time.
that's another good comparison. I feel like that like Shadow of the Colossus and Titan Souls are kind of one and the same. It's just like the perspective you
The
see it from.
perspective is different, yeah.
Another one I picked up is Killing Floor 2 because fucking John wouldn't shut up until I picked it up.
Oh, yeah, I did pick that up, too. Yeah, that's true.
And another actual one that I was really excited about that I only got to play a little bit so far is I picked up Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Dude, shut the fuck up.
It's fucking Shippuden.
I've been skeptical to pick it up because I'm not caught up with the Naruto series. I'm a big Naruto-hard. And
Is that what they call y'all?
Yeah.
So that's the fan base?
Yeah, the
community?
Narutards.
The Narutards.
If not, it is now.
And so I picked it up. I haven't wanted to pick it up because I haven't not caught up with the story, and they follow the story really strictly in the Naruto games. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to learn about the story through the game. I wanted to learn it through watching it. But it's also been like 3 years since I've watched any of Naruto, so I figured at this point, if I haven't watched it now, then I can't complain about getting anything spoiled for me anymore.
Yeah.
And so I decided to pick it up, and I'm a sucker for the Naruto fighting games. Like, fighting style is super simple, so it's really easy for anybody to pick it up.
Oh, it's like the DBZ games.
Yeah. Well, it's actually because I think Bandai Namco makes all those. Like they make the the Dragon Ball.
Shonen.
Yeah. They make the Dragon Ball Xenoverse games. They make all those like styles of games. So like the fighting style is going to be similar in between them. It's like that like slightly skewed like over the shoulder perspective.
Oh, yeah.
To where it gives more depth to the fighting realm, and it's like only 3 buttons really matter in the fighting scenario. It's just all about like doing different combinations of them. So it makes it easy.
There's like your energy button, your kick, and your punch, and that's it.
And then you have a substitution button to where you can dodge attacks. That's it. But to me, it's like it works really well. Jody and I, we play a shit ton of those games. Like him and I, we play so much that we're constantly competing to see who's better with each other because it constantly sways between us two.
And when I was growing up, I played a lot of the DBZ games, and like I stopped after a while because I picked up like my 5th iteration of DBZ. I don't know which one it was, and I was like, it's the same story every time. Like I
was like, what'd you expect?
I don't know. Like I find that concept to be so. It's so interesting that like they could pump out literally the same game, just change up the gameplay mechanics slightly, and like people buy it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's so strange. I don't know. Like I get it, and at the same time I don't. I don't know. It's very weird. Like people go ape shit over the fucking DBZ games. I'm just like, it's the same story. I mean, I think.
But I mean, that's also the same thing with the Naruto games because I mean, it's like the story's the same. It just adds more to the story. But one of the big things with the Naruto games is there's so many characters in the series, and the new Naruto games they've added almost all of them. So you can play as like sure, like some of the characters are just like slightly different skinned versions of the previous characters, but the fact that they include them, like if you include every single skin of every character you can play as, there's like over 200 playable characters.
It's fucking insane.
It's so many characters,
a lot of characters.
which is what makes it really cool because like you can like some like super asinine character in the series, and you're like, I like that character, and they'll most likely have it in the game, and you could play as that character. So that to me, that's one of the really cool things about the series.
You can play as a log.
Substitution jutsu, yeah. Dude, in fucking Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution, you play as Mecha Naruto. It's a robot Naruto.
Of
That's
course.
definitely not canon.
Of course. canon now.
Yeah, just because the fucking video, just because the game, it's canon.
God. But yeah,
Yeah, so that's all the games I picked up.
yeah. There's like yawning, sorry. There's a lot of good games that were available or that are still available on Steam for a very low price. A couple of them that I wanted to buy and then just didn't because I was trying to budget. Darksiders 1 Definitive Edition is
the definitive.
no, that's the
It's
second one.
No, the
It's
first one's War Mastered.
Yeah, fucking stupid.
Dude, I have so many copies of Darksiders 2.
I don't want to feel like Mike Tyson saying the Definitive Edition. Definitive Edition. Like, so dumb.
It's like that Chihuahua meme, and it's like, Steven!
Yeah, Steven. Yeah, so that was available for $4. There was a couple of other games that I was eyeballing. Jotun, which you got. A couple other like really good titles. I'll probably put a link to like all the games that we were like interested in or we bought in the description, so you can check that out there. But yeah, it was pretty cool, all the Steam stuff.
Yeah, because this is your you broke your Steam sale cherry.
My Steam sale cherry. It has been popped.
Was it gentle?
No, it was fucking Gabe Newell. Fucking,
like went in raw dog, no lube.
yeah, going in dry.
Coming in hot.
No, but yeah. So I think that's it for the games and stuff. I guess we'll briefly just talk about like what we have planned for the channel. So I know one big thing that I would like to do. I've always been a huge JonTron fan. I think one of the coolest things about this channel is that we all have
like different
since
influences.
there's so many. Since there's so many of us, we have a lot of different influences. Me and John Melanson were huge JonTron fans, and I know we've been kind of talking for a little bit. I've always wanted to do some kind of like, I guess, skit-based comedy reviews of stuff. Mainly something involving like shitty games or shitty movies or something like that. It's always appealed to me, and I think as far as people who do that, I think JonTron's kind of like the fucking the cream of the crop as far as that kind of format goes. I'd like to do that myself. What's that? What you said?
I said AVGN.
All right, no, AVGN's pretty good too. AVGN is definitely up there. But no, what I would like to do, very
Nostalgia
soon,
Critic is really good too.
I do like Nostalgia Critic, yeah.
I've actually never watched this stuff.
Nostalgia Critic is same thing as AVGN, just with movies instead.
They actually collabed a couple times
Yeah.
on stuff. They're pretty good friends.
Yeah, but I'll agree with you. Like AVGN was my introduction into that world.
Mine was Nostalgia Critic and then AVGN.
Well, because I did AVGN first, and then I transitioned to Nostalgia Critic because a friend, he was like, if you love AVGN, you'll love Nostalgia Critic. I remember that was before YouTube, so you'd have to go to for AVGN, you'd have to go to Screw Attack to be able to watch his videos. Yeah. Yeah. And so, I never went to his website.
Oh, okay.
And every time I watched his videos, I always went to Screw Attack to watch him. Yeah, I never went to his website. I didn't even know he had a website
and then
until
Screw
like way
Attack
later.
was on Game Trailers.
Exactly. I always went to Game Trailers because it was hosted by Screw Attack on there. And then for Nostalgia Critic, he had his website, That Guy with the Glasses. And I would always go there to watch his videos because this was way before either one of them had their stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
And so I would always watch their stuff. And then eventually I transitioned to doing Rooster Teeth stuff. It's weird because it's very interesting because I feel like those three right there are the starting points for any aspiring like YouTuber, especially gaming YouTuber. Like I feel like one of them three is at the center hold for the most part of anybody who aspires to do that kind of content.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, especially since like JonTron and like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier and PewDiePie and them are out there, and like Cry and all those other big YouTubers. But like before YouTube was a thing, it was them three. Like they were the focal point of anybody who aspired to do that kind of content.
For sure.
As a matter of fact, they were kind of the pioneers for that content in a way, which is very interesting.
No, Yeah, definitely influential. But yeah, I very soon I have an idea for a skit based review that I want to do for the channel. I'm very nervous about doing this because like I said, I haven't done it before, but it's always been kind of like a passion project of mine to work on. So hopefully we'll get to that to you guys in a fairly decent amount of time. That should be cool. I know we're talking about. I guess we could say for E3. One of the biggest things that I want to do for E3 is I would like to host I guess like a live stream of us watching the E3 conferences and just kind of do like a live play-by-play commentary on it.
That might be a little difficult, but I think if we know ahead of time, that should be doable for E3. Just because like there's so many of us, I'm pretty sure at least 2 of us can exist at one time.
Yeah,
for the
like
entirety.
2 or 3 of us can exist at one time, and then we can just always like rotate. We can always rotate.
Or
if, like, someone
worst
needs
case
to come
scenario,
in
we can
later.
like do like a 3-hour block at the end of each day and just recap what was covered in that day.
Yeah. We can work out the
kinks later.
Yeah, the kinks and the specifics of it. But yeah, I definitely want to do some fucking live coverage of E3 in some fashion. I think that would be very, very cool.
Yeah.
And that's all I can think of at the moment. I know there's some other stuff that I plan on doing, but they're so like far deep in the idea wheel that I don't want to officially say like, yeah, we're gonna do this. But we definitely have a lot of cool shit planned for you guys.
Yeah.
Alex, did you?
I know for us, like one of the goals that we kind of put together is we would like, I think our goal for our stretch goal for the end of the year is we'd really like to hit 1,000 subscribers.
That would be cool.
Like it'd be
cool.
super awesome if we could do that. And even if we don't, I mean, it doesn't really matter because like we're still having a ton of fun doing this and we do it because we like doing it.
Yeah.
Not because we want to be like this like 10 million subscriber base. I mean, if that happened, awesome.
Hey, cool
But
shit.
it's not like that's our ultimate
That's not
goal.
the reason for us doing.
Yeah,
this,
we do it
though. We
because
like
we fucking love
entertaining
doing
you
this
guys.
shit. Yeah, I know that's one of our stretch goals is we'd love to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. In the year 2017, let me be specific about that. And also something that I would like to see us transition to, and that we're in the talks about, is like within the next few months, we want to transition to doing either one video every day, 7 days a week, or doing 2 videos 5 days a week.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah, so like we're either talking about, because we have so much like
We have so much content that we're always like. I mean, you guys always get a video once a day, but
we have so much backlog.
We have a lot of backlogs footage.
And not only that, but also like for series, because we have so much Let's Play backlog footage, and then like during certain parts of the year, we have a lot of extra stuff like unboxings and why the hype's in, what's the fuss, and all these other extra content that it makes it hard for us to even put out a Let's Play in the weekend. So, for instance, I edited and put out the N++ Let's Play like a month and a half ago, and I still haven't put out episode 2 yet.
Yeah,
And it's just circumstantial of like I haven't, like we have so much other stuff to put out that it's like you have to wait so long between the episodes, and like to me that's not really fair, because like for people who want to watch it, follow a series, they're like, oh man, that the foul play is awesome, I really want John and Kelly to put out more, but it's like, sorry, you have to wait another 2 weeks because we have fucking
Game
some gang
breakers
beasts and all the kind of
yeah.
shit to put out.
No, I definitely agree. I think I would like to at least, and it's like not immediately, but I'd like to at some point like have like a at least a Let's Play every day.
And that was another thing we talked about, is like for the scheduled non-Let's Play content, like podcast and What's Your Distract, we always release that every Monday and Thursday.
Yeah.
But we're talking about like have at least one Let's Play every day of the week, and then any extra content like the What's in Your Distract podcast is just an extra video for
bonus
that
for you
day.
guys,
yeah, an extra video for that day. Or technically, I guess the Let's Play would be bonus, but either way, like not necessarily 2 videos every day. It's just guaranteed to have one Let's Play every day plus regular scheduled content as
That
well.
way you can always expect something.
Yeah. So that's something we kind of talked about doing as well. So if you have, that's where y'all come in. If y'all have preference of what y'all would like to see from us, let us know. Obviously, it might be a little while before we implement this, because we're still trying to work out the kinks of having so many moving wheels in this giant cog dysfunctional machine that we have. But we just, so give us some time. But if you have preference, or if you have suggestions of what you would like to see from us, let us know.
Yeah. Which, by the way, a lot of you guys have been pretty vocal, and then the comments section, we read all the comments you guys send us.
All 10 of them.
I was going to say the whole 3 of them.
No, I mean,
We usually get at least 2 comments per video.
Yeah, we do get some comments. There's a lot more than I ever got, like doing my old show.
Dude, it's way more than we ever got for fucking achievements.
Yeah, like when I was doing the Game Breakers, we had 250 something videos and probably only 10 comments total. Most of them were for friends.
Yeah,
So,
I think we had a few more than that, but it was just because like we always did segments like What's in Your Disc Tray. We did it for almost a solid year, and so that was a series that kind of warranted a little more interaction in comments.
yeah.
So we got more than 10, but it's like still not much.
Right. Right. But no, seriously, thank you guys for all the support you guys have shown us so far and continue to show us. I'm actually surprised that we hit over 50 subscribers within a month.
I know that was awesome.
That's very cool.
And I'm really surprised. One of the things that we talk about a lot, like on our own, is our metrics. Like you guys are really surprising us in that, like with such a small amount of subscribers, we have a lot of retention in our videos. Like y'all watch most of our videos and almost all the way through. So like our retention time is actually really good. And I don't know if we're doing anything right or if y'all just like us, but we really appreciate that. Like it shows that y'all actually care about the content we create. So like, thank you so much for that.
Yeah, thank you guys. So yeah, I think that about wraps it up. In the comments, let us know what you guys want to see. If you have any ideas for any kind of videos that we haven't done yet that you'd like to see, let us know. Oh, there's one more thing. VR. We want to start doing some VR shit.
We're actually going to be recording some VR stuff today,
Yeah.
so expect that in the coming weeks.
That's going to be some fun times. Y'all
Yeah.
know I have a fucking raging boner for some VR.
Oh, and then we might have video footage of the Raging Boner too.
Yeah, dude. It's going to be awesome.
And then we'll make Eric play some Arizona Sunshine again, and it's gonna be hilarious. He's gonna cry like a little baby.
cry. Dude, the fucking first time I played Arizona
Fetal
Sunshine,
position.
I got in fetal position. Zombies are scary, bruh.
Oh man, it was so awesome.
I don't even know.
But yeah, so if you picked up any games in the Steam sale, let us know in the bottom in the comments. Also, if you end up picking up any of the games that we picked up, let us know what you thought about them. Did you pick them up based on a recommendation? Were you planning on picking them up already? Let us know what you think of the games that we talked about. Also, if you want to see anything specific from us during the coming year, we're all about suggestions. Like we do content because we like to entertain people. Like that's why we do it. We do it because we have fun doing it, and we want people to laugh and we want people to
Why I
enjoy
get up in
themselves.
the morning.
It's true. That's why he wakes up with his giant raging
Yeah,
penis.
I'm like, create content. That's what my dick tells me every morning.
Oh God. Well,
I'm a weird person. I'm sorry.
well, on that note,
On that note,
my name is Alex,
My name's Eric.
and Jody's somewhere in the background.
Say hi,
And-
Jody.
And this was Immature Hour number 8, where we have lots of opinions, and
They don't fucking matter.
it doesn't really matter. So
Y'all have a
thanks.
good day, guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thanks for listening. I was gonna say
Peace.
I was gonna say watching, but
Thanks for
thanks for staring at the screen.
listening with your ears.